On January 21st, 2025, Donald Trump, back in the limelight, dropped a bombshell. Not a political one this time, but a $500 billion mega project called Stargate. It's not sci-fi, though it sounds like it. This is about artificial intelligence, infrastructure, and frankly, America's ego. It's a bold play to reclaim dominance in a game where falling behind means watching another country run the future. And let's be honest, nobody likes being second place, especially not the United States. So what's Stargate? In the simplest terms, it's a gigantic plan to build a network of data centers across the US, starting in Texas. These aren't your typical server rooms. These are massive facilities with enough computing power to crunch data, run complex AI models, and handle workloads that make today's fastest computers look like typewriters. Think of it as building the brain of the future, one massive enough to handle everything from healthcare innovation to predictive defense systems. Now, here's the kicker. Trump didn't just wake up one day and decide to throw $500 billion at AI because it's trendy. This is a direct response to what's happening globally, especially in China. They've been pouring billions into their AI infrastructure for years. They've got cutting-edge algorithms, advanced surveillance tech, and even AI-driven military initiatives. In other words, they're not just playing catch-up, they're playing to win. Stargate is America's way of saying, not on our watch. The first phase of the project is already in motion. In Texas, 10 data centers are under construction, and plans are in place to double that number soon. Oracle, one of the key players, is leading the charge. Larry Ellison, the man behind Oracle, calls these centers the backbone of the new AI revolution. They're designed to store and process unfathomable amounts of data while supporting AI research that could change the way we live, work, and even think. And if you think this is just about technology, you're missing the bigger picture. Stargate is also about jobs, lots of them. Over 100,000 new positions are expected to open up, from construction workers to engineers. That's a big deal, especially for regions that haven't exactly thrived in the tech boom. It's not just about Silicon Valley anymore. It's about spreading the wealth and giving a shot in the arm to parts of the country that could use it. Now, let's talk about what this means for everyday life. The healthcare angle alone is wild. Imagine an AI system that can diagnose diseases like cancer before you even know something's wrong. Early detection on steroids. Then there's the promise of personalized medicine, vaccines and treatments designed specifically for your genetic makeup. It sounds like science fiction, but it's exactly what AI could deliver once it's supercharged by projects like Stargate. But here's the thing. Big dreams come with big risks. And this project isn't without its critics. A lot of people are worried about what happens when you give so much power to machines. We're not just talking about losing jobs to automation, though that's a concern too. It's about the ethical questions. Who decides what these AIs can and can't do? What happens if they're hacked or used maliciously? And let's not forget privacy. With all this data being processed, who's watching us? And why? And there's another layer of controversy. As part of the Stargate announcement, Trump repealed a 2023 executive order that required AI companies to share their safety research with the government. On the surface, it's about cutting red tape and letting innovation thrive. But critics argue that it removes a critical layer of accountability. Without oversight, what's stopping these companies from cutting corners or prioritizing profits over safety? Yet, despite the doubts, the market is loving it. Oracle's stock shot up 7% after the announcement. NVIDIA and other AI-related companies saw big gains too. Investors are clearly betting on the promise of Stargate and the economic boom it could spark. For tech giants and entrepreneurs, this is like striking gold. For skeptics, it's a bit like gambling on a house of cards. Either way, the stakes couldn't be higher. This isn't just an American story. The whole world is watching. Stargate sends a clear message to global competitors. The US isn't just in the race, it's doubling down. For countries like China, this is a challenge. For others, it's a chance to see what a fully committed AI superpower looks like. If Stargate succeeds, America could shape the future of AI for decades. If it falters, the fallout could be massive, leaving an opening for others to seize the lead. And here's the wild part. We're only at the beginning. These data centers in Texas are just the first step. The full scope of Stargate will unfold over the next 4 years, with hundreds of billions pouring into AI infrastructure, research, and applications. The question isn't just whether America can pull this off, It's whether the world is ready for what comes next. Because once this machine starts running, there's no turning it off. Stargate is more than a project. It's a bet on the future. A future where AI touches every aspect of our lives. Whether it becomes a triumph or a cautionary tale, one thing's for sure. We're living through a moment that will define the next century. Buckle up, because this ride is just getting started.